What's up everyone, I'm Suman TMG here and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here then hi, my name is Suman Tamang and I'm a first year civil engineering student currently studying at Pulchowk Campus, Lalitpur. Thousands of students from all over Nepal take part in the IOE Entrance Exam every year. Last year I attempted the exam. I had spent a lot of time preparing for that day. Fortunately everything went really well and I got the first rank. I started taking preparation for the IOE entrance exam seriously from around the beginning of my time in grade 12. I experimented a lot and learned a lot of things along the way. In this video, I'm going to go through 5 things that I feel helped me the most to perform my best in the entrance exam. One aspect that many of us struggle with is direction. When we don't know which way to go, we have a hard time dealing with whatever comes in front of us. To get ourselves on the right path, goals are really important. Our goals determine which way we need to go and what steps we need to take to get to our destination. I like to categorize goals into 2 types, the short-term goals and the long-term goals. The long-term goals are kind of our destination and the short-term goals are the small steps that take us towards our long-term goals. While preparing for the IOE entrance exam, my long-term goal was to score consistently over 120 and at least get into the top 30 in the IOE entrance exam, and my short-term goal or my daily goal was to complete every study related task on my to-do list and to complete at least 2 sets of question banks a day. The goals that I set were crucial in helping me perform really well in the IOE entrance exam. My long-term goals kept me motivated and my short-term goals made sure that I improved a little bit every day. Without a schedule, we start our day not knowing what to do and when to do them. This is obviously a huge obstacle on our way to reaching our goals. Therefore, sticking to a good routine is essential to make the best use of the time we have. Following a routine regularly can also make us feel doing our tasks or completing our goals somewhat painless. Having a good routine also sets us in the groove and makes the process efficient and more productive. While I was in college, I did not have a proper routine. I just solved questions from question banks whenever I found time. But after my college was over, I had more control over my time, so I prepared a routine. I always gave my body enough time to rest and I studied a lot during the day. I also gave myself time to chill and do some physical activities. This way my routine was balanced and I accomplished my daily goals every day without burning out. The friction that we have before starting any task can be largely eliminated if we follow a proper routine. Having the right resources is very important to develop our skills and perform well. But while studying, what many of us have in common is that we already have the resources but we do not use them to their best. We just keep on looking for the best resources even though we already have a lot. It's not about having the best resources. It's more about utilizing the resources that you already have to their fullest. While preparing for the IOE entrance exam, I used very limited resources. I had 3 books of question banks and I finished them all. I did not spend a lot of time exploring other books as well. I just stuck to the ones that I had and spent all my time learning from them. During the course of practicing questions from these books, I stumbled upon an online resource, Engineering Dot. I decided to finish the books first and then move on to Engineering Dot, and I did just that. Do not spend much time thinking about what resource to use and just collecting the information. Like I already said, it's more about the work that you put in rather than the tools you use. Yes, the tools do matter, but too much of it can lead to confusion. So just use the bare minimum, and after that, if you need more, then you can just move on to that. While doing any work, we should also think about how we can be more efficient and productive. Studying is no different. With all the coursework, social life, and hobbies we all have, we are left with very little time that we can dedicate to achieving our goals. So we should utilize the little time that we have in a very wise and efficient manner. Every time we sit down to study, we should be completely focused on the task in hand. Keep all the distractions away and study in a way that works for you. For most of us, the internet and our smartphones are our biggest distractions. But in my case, I do not know if I have to say it's fortunate or unfortunate, but I had a phone that died literally within 15 minutes of usage. So my smartphone was never my distraction. This might sound a little bit crazy, but whenever I opened my laptop to do a mock test, I just got into that zone where I knew nothing about what was happening around me. I just saw that screen in front of me where the questions appeared, and I felt like doing nothing else than just solving the questions that I saw. Hours felt like just minutes, and it's just a great feeling. Besides keeping the distractions away, studying in a way or with the techniques that work for you significantly increases the efficiency. My learning strategies were not that fancy. I just understood concepts from textbooks and practiced a lot of questions. If I found myself needing more work on some topics, I gave time to understand those topics from the book, online resources, and YouTube. Then I went back to practicing questions from question banks again. For revising the concepts, I read the topic, highlighted the important bits, and wrote questions on a sticky note which I could answer in the future. I also used flashcards for a while, but it didn't quite work well for me. Just learn the way you feel comfortable and is also effective at the same time. Develop proper study habits and it will greatly help you to be extra efficient, and you'll also enjoy the process. And I almost forgot to mention, you should not ignore your physical and mental health. Don't just spend all the time that you have on studying. Don't sacrifice sleep for studies. Without good health, you cannot dedicate your time to better stuff. So exercise daily, even if a little bit, and make sure to give yourself breaks and well-deserved rest. Work hard. Give your best every day. Consistently putting in the effort is the key here. There's no other way around this. Getting a good rank in the entrance exam is no one-night wonder. It takes hours and hours of studying, revising and practicing to consistently get good scores and ultimately get a good rank in the entrance exam. The routine that I mentioned earlier, I followed that religiously for over 6 months. Yes, there were some days where I just felt like crap, but that's life. But 95% of the time, I gave my best every single day. Whenever you feel like giving up, remind yourself of the why. Why are you doing this? Why did you start doing this in the first place? Gather up all your will and just keep on working hard, keep on grinding. So those were the 5 vital components that helped me perform very well in the IOE Entrance Exam. Keep in mind that this video is not a guide or anything like that for the entrance exam, but a video about what worked for me the most. Look for places to improve, experiment a bit, do what works the best for you and enjoy the process as well. Put the work in and see the results for yourself. For now, this is me, Suman, signing off. See you in the next one.